Good day, everybody. It's Nassau County Executive Laura Curran. Here we are on the Seaford Oyster Bay Expressway. I'm very happy to be joined by our wonderful Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder, and we also have with us Deputy Inspector Darren Costello and Deputy Inspector Gus Kalin, and our wonderful team here at the Nassau County Police Department. So I know that summer is, I hate to say it, but we're in our last sort of official month of vacation mode. August is here, and it's really important to bring awareness to safe driving. Unfortunately, over the last couple of weeks, we have seen way too many people on our beautiful island die in car crashes. Unnecessary car crashes. Nationwide, August has been found to be the most dangerous driving month of the year, with the most fatalities, the most deaths in accidents. This is according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So why is this? There are a few reasons. During the summer months, people take vacations, and more often than not, they drive. More drivers on the roads leads to more accidents. The age range of drivers also expands in the summer due to younger people on the road, kids home from school, on vacation, just more young people on the road, more inexperienced drivers on the road. In fact, the 100 days between Memorial Day and Labor Day is considered the deadliest time for teen drivers. Finally, summertime leads to more drunk driving, more parties, more events, more happenings, weddings, what have you. So there's more drinking while driving, there is more speeding, and more actually decreased seatbelt usage. People are a little free, a little easy. They think, why bother? It's also considered that road conditions are not that dangerous during the summer. You don't have the ice, you don't have as much slickness on the road, so that leads to more fatalities as well. Just people kind of relaxed and cavalier, which we like, just not while driving. And with more drivers on the roads, Nassau County will be ramping up our efforts to discourage reckless driving and prevent more deaths. We're going to be cracking down more on reckless drivers. Reckless driving causes more than half of all fatal car accidents, including actions like speeding, texting, not wearing a seatbelt, and driving while under the influence of drugs and alcohol. So last year here in Nassau County in 2020, there were 29,664 crashes and 72 fatalities, a majority of them from reckless driving. So far this year, to this point in time in 2021, Nassau has seen 15,833 crashes, resulting in 22 fatalities. From historical data, we know that the next 5 months will be the deadliest. So we're last year the total was 29. We're already up to 22. We know that from here on to the end of the year, more accidents will happen. So we could end up having, breaking the bad number from last year. These fatalities are usually due to speeding, driving under the influence, driving while drunk or high, texting, or sometimes a combination of all three. Drunk driving alone accounts for more than 1/3 of all traffic-related deaths in New York. Sadly, more than half of drunk driver deaths are people under the age of 34. Preventable death of young people. That's why it's so important for a motorist to pull over safely and call 911 if they see someone who appears drunk or reckless on the road. We need to know, and we need your help in letting us know. Through a combination of increased awareness, step-up enforcement, and people really being on the lookout, we can absolutely save lives. So I feel that we can't say this enough, to remind drivers, simple precautions: wear your seatbelt, make a plan before you go out on a night on the town, put the phone away. If you can't control yourself, put it in the glove compartment, put it in the trunk. Mistakes on our highways and our regular roads can turn deadly in a heartbeat. I want to thank our police officers. I want to thank our partner police officers in our towns, in our villages, and our cities for the work that they do. I want to thank our Commissioner Patrick Ryder, who really sets the tone from the top that this will not be tolerated. Again, awareness, education, and enforcement will save lives. With that, I would like to turn it over to Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder.
Thank you. Good morning. This is New York State Speed Awareness Week and Traffic Safety Mobilization Program. Our men and women will be out in extra strength the next couple of days and through the rest of the summer to make sure that we have a zero tolerance on the road. We will be concentrating our efforts in the high-frequency locations where most of the accidents occur. Long Island Expressway between both east and westbound and the service roads. Route 878, where we've already had too many tragic accidents this summer already. The single biggest cause of accidents, 80%, is driver distraction. Car crashes are #1 killer of our teenage kids between the ages of 16 and 19 is again 3 times likely to be involved in an auto accident. If you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds at 55 miles an hour, you travel the length of a football field. That's 5 seconds looking down at that phone to answer that text that could have waited will end your life if you get into an accident. So please, we're asking you to, as the county exec said, put the phone away. Stay off the phone. That person would really love to hear from you and not have to know that they were the last person that texted you before you got to answer them back. So please, be safe on the roads. We will be out there with a zero tolerance, and the enforcement will be in place. Thank you.
You know, it's interesting because anecdotally I see it. I see a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. I see a lot of reckless driving just driving around our county. We know that mental health issues are increased. I do think a lot of it has to do with the pandemic. There's a lot of mental health issues, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of anger. And I would caution people, if you need to get help, help is available. It's really important to stay calm in life, in normal times. When you're on the road, when you're driving a huge hunk of metal around a bunch of other huge hunk of metals going in very, very high speeds, staying calm is really important. Take that deep breath, count to 10. Realize that your decision in that moment can be life or death for you or for somebody else. So think before you act. It's much better actually to respond rather than react. So just be mature, be calm, take that breath and realize if the guy's a jerk, the guy's a jerk. Let him go and have his jerky life by himself. You're going to be calm and you're going to be safe.
Anytime that we can use technology to our advantage, we will. The more cameras that are out there, the better for us to see what's going on, especially when there's an accident, that we can identify that and get there quicker. Go back to your road rage. 2 o'clock this morning on Mineola Avenue, there was a road rage situation between 2 cars. Thank God our cops got there early before it got out of control, and one of the drivers was intoxicated. So it goes to show you this is ongoing. It's not just the distraction from the phone, but it's also the same thing as that road rage, alcohol, or even someone having a health crisis and again gets into that accident.
I just want to remind everyone, we do have a 24/7 hotline for any mental health issue. It's completely confidential, 24/7. It's 227-TALK, 516-227-TALK. If you feel that you can't control yourself and you need help, there is help available.